because of a technical mechanism by which they remove countries, Barbados and Jamaica continue to suffer at the hands of the listing process when we have been deemed to be fully compliant with all of the obligations required of us from the Financial Action Task Force. It is wrong, and if it was the shoe on the other foot, if the shoe was on the other foot, we would be told how to find ways of having our parliament change the manner in which we address this issue rather than grouping all of the countries in one basket to be the victims of any opposition on any country in spite of the progress made by our countries. Country Barbados has now done 2 debt swap initiatives, one for nature and one for climate. In both instances, we have increased our capacity in respect of the nature one for Marine Sustainability Trust, and with respect to the climate one for the construction of a new South Coast sewage treatment plant without increasing our debt by a single cent. And that is simply through the use of the Regional Debt Swap Initiative.
Good people, fellow patriots, and a warm welcome to another exciting episode of the Diaspora Review. I'm your favorite host, Sam, and I'm thrilled you are joining us today for another episode. So before we dive into our today's fascinating discussions, do me a huge favor, and it's truly the 3 most amazing things you can do for this channel. Please go ahead and like, share, and subscribe right now. So you know that this helps us to reach more people and continue bringing you more valuable insights. So thank you so much for doing that. Now let us get into the heart of our today's episode. We've got some significant updates from the world of business and economics that truly impact the Caribbean region and beyond. So we'll be looking at how global financial policies are affecting the Caribbean nations, the innovative ways some countries are tackling debt, and the strategic moves the Caribbean region and companies are making on the international stage. Plus, we'll have a quick glance at the latest stock market numbers and foreign exchange rates to keep you informed. So first up, a crucial issue that's been on the minds of many in the Caribbean, the ongoing presence of Barbados and Jamaica on the European Union enhanced delegated list. This might sound like a technicality, but believe me, it has profound economic implications. For nations like Barbados and Jamaica, imagine trying to run a marathon with an invisible weight tied to your ankle. That's essentially what's happening in the Caribbean. The continued inclusion of these countries on the European Union's high-risk list, despite their significant progress in financial compliance, directly hinders their economic advancement. So it prevents them from fully leveraging preferential trade agreements and accessing vital financial opportunities that will otherwise be available to them. So Prime Minister Mottley of Barbados has been a vocal and a passionate advocate on this matter, and rightfully so. She points out a glaring inconsistency. Both Barbados and Jamaica were officially removed from the Financial Action Task Force, or FATF, list over a year ago. So the FATF is the Global Money Laundering and Terrorist Financing Watchdog, and the approval is a big deal. Yet, despite meeting all those stringent requirements and being deemed full compliant, they remain on the on the EU's high-risk list due to what's being described as technical mechanism. So Prime Minister Mottley rightly calls this situation as wrong, and she emphasizes that the Caribbean nations continue to suffer at the hands of the listing processes, even though they've met all their obligations. This is not just about pride, it's about real economic pain. It means delays in transactions, increased scrutiny, and a perception of risk that simply is not accurate. Alright, so it is a significant hurdle for these nations as they strive to grow their economies and attract much needed investment. The message from the Caribbean is clear. It is absolutely crystal clear, and they are saying that it is time for the EU to update its list and recognize the progress that has been made. Moving onto another innovative approach to economic development, Prime Minister Mottley has also been a champion for regional debt swap initiatives. This is a brilliant concept that allows countries to fund crucial environmental and climate projects without increasing their national debt. How does it work? Okay, essentially, it involves restructuring existing financial obligations to free up funds or leverage them for new environmentally beneficial purposes. It's about being smart with the money you already have rather than taking on more. Barbados under Prime Minister Mottley's leadership has already been a pioneer in this area, successfully implementing two such initiatives. The first was a nature debt swap. This incredible initiative significantly increased Barbados' capacity to establish and fund a marine sustainability trust. Imagine the impact of that, directly supporting the conservation and sustainable use of vital marine resources, protecting oceans for future generations. Okay, sorry for that. The second successful initiative was a debt climate swap. Climate debt swap. This one directly facilitated the construction of a brand new South Coast sewage treatment plant, and now this might not sound as glamorous as saving the oceans, but it's absolutely critical for sustainable development. Improving infrastructure like this has a direct positive impact on public health, environmental quality, and of course the overall well-being of the community. So and here's the crucial part, the detail that truly highlights the power of these initiatives. Prime Minister Mottley proudly stated that in both instances, Barbados achieved these significant increases in capacity without increasing debt by a single cent. That's remarkable. It demonstrates that regional debt swap initiatives ain't just theoretical. They are a tangible way to make substantial investments in sustainable development projects by intelligently reallocating existing financial commitments or using them as leverage rather than burdening the nation with new debt. So this model offers a powerful pathway for sustainable growth across the Caribbean region. Now, let us shift our focus from the government initiatives to the strategic moves made by the Caribbean companies on the global scale. We have seen something that is inspiring to see how they are expanding their reach and strengthening their international presence. One prime example of this strategic expansion is the GraceKennedy. It's an iconic Caribbean company that is making a major push to strengthen its global food operations, particularly in the United States of America, specifically targeting the Mid-South region. They are employing a multifaceted approach to achieve these all of these that they want to do. And a key part of their strategy involves establishing strategic distribution and office facilities. Just recently, GraceKennedy opened a brand new state-of-the-art 26,000 square feet square foot distribution and office facility in Southwest Atlanta. This hub, which became fully operational in July, is not just another office. It's considered a cornerstone of their entire US growth strategy. So the location of this Atlanta facility is incredibly strategic. It's situated conveniently near the Atlanta International Airport, which is a massive logistical advantage. So this prime location allows GraceKennedy to efficiently serve key markets across several states, including Georgia and the Carolinas, Louisiana, and Tennessee. This significantly boosts the reach of their popular Grace and Leaf branded products, bringing them closer to more consumers. Furthermore, the new facility brings GraceKennedy much closer to its target customer bases, particularly in one of the fastest growing markets for Caribbean and Hispanic foods in the United States of America. So this proximity allows for better understanding of consumer needs, more efficient delivery, and ultimately stronger customer relationships. This Atlanta center is an integral part of GraceKennedy's broader plan to deepen its North American presence. The overarching goal is clear: to improve efficiency, meet the rising demands for their products, and ultimately build an even stronger global brand. It's an investment to to the vision and an ambition of Caribbean companies making their mark on the international stage. Thank you so much for tuning in. Your support means the world to me and to this channel. Thank you for watching. Remember, if you've enjoyed this discussion and found it informative and impactful, please make sure that you like, share this video with your friends and family, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell on so that you don't miss out on any future episodes. Until next time, my good people, this is Sam signing off from the Diaspora View. Stay informed, stay connected, and most importantly, keep those positive vibes flowing. See you next time.